Hello, everybody, and welcome to Walking Between Shadows. I'm Taryn Elliott, and along with me is my amazing husband.
I'm Ben Elliott.
And we're here to talk about true crime all the time.
Hey, Taryn.
Hey, Ben.
You want to talk about another Tennessee case?
I do. We've been busy.
Yeah.
And unable to do anything the past week.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to get back to what we've been doing, but it's not nice what we have to talk about.
No. And this is breaking news out of the Chattanooga area.
Right.
So just updated as of today for some activity yesterday.
And we've been following this since, the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jason Chin is the suspect in the disappearance of 22-year-old Tennessee woman Jasmine Jazzy Pace in Chattanooga.
The FBI has offered to help in the case of a missing person in Chattanooga. It's been almost a week since anyone has seen or heard from 22-year-old Jasmine Pace.
Her car was found several miles away, and Liam Collins joins us live with the latest on where she was last seen and the family's hopes of finding her. Liam?
Yeah, David, Cindy, the family found her car here at the Signal View Apartments on Mountain Creek Road. This is miles from where they last know her to be. Police say that she may have left town to grieve a recent family death or possibly turned to a boyfriend she met just a few months ago on a dating app, but she hasn't been seen or heard from since.
We want her home and we want her safe.
Bailey Putman is doing anything she can to try to bring her childhood friend home. Jasmine Pace hasn't been seen since November 22nd. Chattanooga police are investigating the case as a missing person.
Her mom has not an ounce of sleep. I don't think she is 8.
Jasmine was last seen here on surveillance video leaving her mom's house. They believe she was trying to leave town to grieve a recent death in the family, but they knew something went wrong when she didn't show up to Thanksgiving dinner.
And that is so very unlike her. There's not a day that they don't hear from Jasmine, let alone an hour.
At 2:18 in the morning, out of the blue, Jasmine shared her location with her mom via text message. She was at an apartment complex in Chattanooga's North Shore.
She knows that sending that, her mom would understand what that was meant by.
Police say she may have turned to a boyfriend she met several months ago on a dating app to help her grieve. They believe she may be with that boyfriend. Jasmine's mom found her car miles from where her location was shared at this apartment complex on Mountain Creek Road. Her family isn't aware of any connection she has with the complex.
Her phone has not been active since Tuesday. Her social medias have, but not on the device of her phone.
Putman is referring to a Facebook post including these videos. They were posted to her account on Sunday, but look closely at this photo. Her family says they know this picture is several years old because now she has tattoos on her right shoulder and upper arm.
So you don't think that she actually made that Facebook post?
No.
The videos also show this friend. Her mom says she got a text from Jasmine's phone last week saying she was going to see the friend in South Carolina, but that friend told family she had no plans for Jasmine to visit and that she actually lives in Kentucky.
Our main goal is to find Jasmine in case we have believed she is in Chattanooga.
Now take another good hard look at your screen. Jasmine is about 5 feet tall. She also has light skin, long dark hair as well, and she also has brown eyes. And as I mentioned, also she has several tattoos on her right arm and shoulder. Anyone with information on where Jasmine may be is asked to call the Chattanooga Police Department, and you can find that number inside the Local 3 News app. Reporting live from Chattanooga, Liam Collins, Local 3 News.
Pace was last seen on November 22nd this year by her family, and she still hasn't been found. Her body hasn't been found. But Jason Chin is a 22-year-old college student, and he was arrested yesterday, November 29th, and prosecutors plan to charge him with first-degree murder. This was all stated by Hamilton County District Attorney Cody Wamp. He was taken into custody at his family's home in Nolensville, Tennessee, which is Williamson County, Tennessee. According to police, Chin and Pace had been in a relationship for a few months. Police said the exact details about when, where, and how they met remained under investigation. Pace's family and friends have led a social media campaign to bring attention to the case. WAMP said in a November 30th press conference that on Sunday this week, the Chattanooga Police Department transitioned the missing person investigation into a homicide investigation based on evidence that came to the police department's attention.
Police have arrested the boyfriend of a woman missing from Chattanooga for more than a week. Jason Chen is charged with first-degree murder. 22-year-old Jasmine Pace went missing last week, and police say she has still not been found. Jasmine was last seen with Jason Chen at an apartment building on the North Shore. Her family found her car at the Signal View Apartments. Chen was arrested yesterday in Middle Tennessee.
Liam Collins has been following this from the beginning and is live now from the North Shore in Chattanooga. Liam, what led investigators to rule this a homicide?
Cindy, investigators found enough evidence inside of Jason Chen's North Shore apartment that pointed to him as a suspect. And then later, even more evidence they found gave them probable cause for homicide. And tonight they say they need even more of the public's help to bring Jasmine home. Sobs filled a packed Chattanooga PD conference room Wednesday as law enforcement announced Jasmine Pace's missing persons case is now a homicide.
Our main concern is Jasmine. Our main concern is her location.
Hamilton County District Attorney Cody Wamp announced a boyfriend she met just a few months ago on a dating app was arrested and charged in her death. Investigators say evidence found in his apartment pointed to him as a suspect and later gave police probable cause for homicide.
We're still getting further evidence to include records and technology that are still coming in. Our search is pretty broad right now.
Police confirmed her last known location was at Chen's apartment in North Shore, Chattanooga. Her car, though, was found miles away at the Signal View Apartments on Mountain Creek Road. Police say they believe Jasmine turned to Chen to comfort her over a recent family death. They said from the beginning they believed she was with him.
Jasmine has a voice through the state of Tennessee, through myself as District Attorney General, and we won't stop until we see justice in this case.
Police are continuing their search for her, which is currently focused on the Chattanooga area. Friends and family told us when we spoke with them Monday that they speak with her every day.
And that is so very unlike her. There's not a day that they don't hear from Jasmine, let alone an hour.
They're still wrapping their heads around the girl they call Jazzy being gone. Police assured families their mission is to bring her home.
We need help from the public still because, again, our main concern is Jasmine and where she is at. We will not stop until we find her.
Without bond. Chen is being held at the Silverdale Detention Center without bond. He's due in court on December 6th. Police say they have already received hundreds of tips in this case, but still need more to find Jasmine. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Chattanooga Police Department, and you can find that number on our website. We're live from Chattanooga tonight. Liam Collins, Local 3 News.
Since then, the Chattanooga Police Department has been working around the clock, literally day and night since Sunday mid-afternoon to ascertain evidence and information that they can get to locate Jasmine Pace. Wamp said, our main concern is Jasmine. Our main concern is her location. Where she is our priority. She will continue to be our priority from this day forward. Whatever information anybody in this community has on her whereabouts, please report that to the Chattanooga Police Department as we continue to search for her. Bailey Putman, a family friend, has been providing updates on Facebook, and this was just the most recent post, I believe. For everyone who's been praying and following along with the missing case of Jasmine Pace, we have received the heartbreaking news that it is now transferred to a murder case. Jason Chen is in custody at this time and the number one suspect. As all friends and family of Jazzy are grieving, we ask for privacy to allow that. Putman added, that being said, this is going to be a long and hard process. We ask for the entire community to support the family and friends in getting justice for Jazzy. As the dates are released on the hearings and etc., we ask for anyone and everyone to come and support Jasmine and her family. Any leads and tips that you might think will be helpful, please contact the Chattanooga Police Department at any time. And I'm going to say that I don't want anybody to stop and wonder whether or not their tips are helpful.
Right.
Just turn them in.
Yeah,
let the authorities decide what's helpful or not. They don't know what kind of evidence is there.
Right. They have not found this young lady yet. And I was reading about how this came about. and what was going on with this guy, because the pictures of her are she's gorgeous and she's talented, and she, like, I was looking at things on Facebook, and there's a little video of her singing to her niece, and there's another video of her baking a Easter cake with her mother, and another one of her mother giving her a gift and her being so appreciative, and just the cutest little. She's a little bitty thing. I mean, 100 pounds, 5 feet tall. And what people have reported, and the reports that were out there before they had found this Jason Chin, after they had gotten her phone from Jason Chin's apartment, I think they were able to go back several days. I believe on the 22nd, which was Tuesday, she told her mother that she wanted to, I think she texted her mother, she wanted to go out of town and get her head right after a death in the family. So that was odd to her parents and to her family, because it was the holidays, and she claimed that she was going to go with a friend named Emma to South Carolina. And there was a video posted on Jazzy's Facebook with her friend Emma, and this was on Saturday, so that would have been like what, the 26th, 27th?
The 27th would have been Monday, right?
So the 25th.
No, the 27th was Sunday.
Okay, so 24th, 25th, it was Saturday. Last Saturday, there was a video posted on her Facebook of Jazzy and her friend Emma that she supposedly was going to see. Someone posted it on there. So I guess that would be the Jason Chin guy. But she went to his apartment, and around 2:15 in the morning, the neighbor heard a loud scream from a woman and a thud. About 2:20, Jazzy sent her location to her mother. They didn't know where it was. They didn't know where she was or who this Jason Chin was. So I'm confused about how long they were in a relationship with each other.
Womp said at the press conference that during the investigation, Jason Chin was identified as a possible suspect in the disappearance of Jazzy. Evidence located at Mr. Chin's apartment led him to being identified as a legitimate suspect. Womp added new evidence since then had allowed the Chattanooga Police Department to develop probable cause in a case of homicide. Jason Chin was located at his home in Williamson County last night, the 29th. He currently is in custody, and charges have been taken out for criminal homicide in the county of Hamilton in Tennessee. The state of Tennessee is pursuing first-degree murder charges based on the evidence that we have at this time. Womp did not provide specifics about that evidence. The investigation is still very much ongoing, Womp said. There is information that is sensitive still that we will not release. We need help from the public because, again, our main concern is Jasmine and where she is. We will not stop until we find her. Chattanooga Police Homicide Investigator Zachary Crawford said at the press conference that Pace was last seen at Chin's apartment in the North Shore area of Chattanooga. Crawford said they've not been able to find any 911 calls to the apartment complex around the time Pace was last seen there. We have reviewed all records from that area at the time frame we believe this incident happened, Crawford said. I did not have any knowledge of a phone call being placed at that time. The Chattanooga apartment was Chin's primary residence at the time. Crawford said a search warrant was executed at Chin's apartment and evidence was taken from there. Right now, we're following all leads and all evidence, Crawford said. At this time, we're still getting further evidence, to include records and technology that are still coming in. Our research is pretty broad still. Pace's family and friends believe her last Facebook post was made by Chin, not by her. According to Jasmine Pace's Facebook page, she is originally from Ringgold, Georgia, and has also lived in East Ridge, Tennessee. She studied at Chattanooga State Community College. Her most recent Facebook post from Saturday, November the 26th, shows a photo of Pace in lingerie, and the caption reads, enjoying Thanksgiving with my baby. But her family and friends said she would not have posted a photo like that. The post was made after she had disappeared, and her friends say they believe it was posted by Chin using her phone. Pace's father, Travis, wrote on Facebook that she was last seen Tuesday, November 22nd at the lofts at Tremont at 110 Tremont Street in Chattanooga. She was at Chin's second floor apartment, he said. The last known person she was talking to or seen with was a UTC student under the name of Jason Chin, Travis Pace wrote. He said his daughter's 2021 Chevrolet Equinox was found abandoned at the Signal View Apartments about 10 minutes away from the Tremont complex. Pace's friend Emma posted a viral TikTok video that drew a lot of attention to her case. In the now private video, Pace's friend said Jasmine went to Jason's apartment the night she was last seen. She texted her mom and her brother Tuesday night saying she was coming to see me for the week. This is very unlike Jasmine, as she would stay with her family for the holidays. At exactly 2:15 a.m. on Wednesday, neighbors reported a loud thud and a girl screaming from his apartment. And then at 2:18, she sent her mom her location. We do believe that was a cry from help. Emma, who said Pace had not actually come to stay with her, added her parents were able to track her car, and Wednesday morning her car was moved to Signal View condos. A neighbor found footage from his Ring camera of Jason leaving his apartment without Jasmine 1 minute before the car was moved. Wednesday morning, her parents found her car. They could see that the driver's side seat was moved back further than it would be for someone who's only 5'2". Emma said when Chin's apartment was searched, they found Jasmine's ID, her credit card, and her pants in there. On his couch was found a Walmart bag of rubbing alcohol and paper towels right next to it. He then gets on Facebook and pretends that she's with me. These are 2 videos of me and her that were in mine and her saved Snapchat. I know this is not her that posted this because the picture that I'm covering up, she would never post. At this point, I'm calling her, messaging her, begging her to call me, freaking out because I know something's wrong. She said, I do believe it is Jason on her phone messaging her friends and family pretending to be her, saying, I need time alone, just give me a break, saying that she'll call us all later. I begged and begged and begged to just call me and let me hear her voice just for 1 second so that I knew it was her. She said Pace's reply wasn't what she would have said. Jason Chin is a student at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Chin graduated from Nolensville High School and was a student at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, according to his now deleted Facebook and LinkedIn pages. Chin also had a Bumble dating profile that showed he was a student at UTC, according to screenshots shared by Pace's friends. According to his LinkedIn profile, Chin was a software developer intern and was studying software systems and finance at UTC. Police said Chin has hired an attorney, but his lawyer has not commented on his behalf and his family could not be reached for comment by Heavy. Chin does not appear to have prior criminal record in Tennessee, but it was not known if he has been arrested elsewhere. The University of Tennessee, Chattanooga has not commented about his arrest and his current status as a student there. Chin pretended photos of a high school classmate were him on his social media and dating profiles, the classmate says. One of Chin's high school classmates came forward to say that photos that Chin had posted on his social media pages were not actually him, but were stolen from the classmate's Facebook page. Taylor Hahn said on TikTok at least 2 photos being shared on social media as being of Chin are actually photos of me. In his TikTok video, Hahn said he had posted the photos on his VSCO and Instagram, and Chin took them to use on his own social media profiles, pretending they were of him. Hahn said Chin used photos of Hahn on a Tinder dating profile. I thought we didn't look alike, but I guess if I cover up half my face, I guess the eyes, but I think my eyes are more Asian. I did not know he was using my photos, nor would I allow that stuff because it's just weird. Hahn said in another TikTok video, I've known him for the longest and he's always been weird and fake. Pace's friend Emma said in her TikTok video, people that know of Jason have come forward and say that he has a history of stealing phones, stealing from jobs that he's worked at and can't hold a job. He has posted pretending to be other people. So I do have no doubt in my mind that he is the one doing this and the one on her social media accounts. Chen has hired a lawyer and declined to answer questions after he was arrested, according to police. Chen obtained legal counsel after his arrest in Williamson County and did not answer any questions from investigators, police said. Authorities said Chen would be transported to Hamilton County to be held in custody there. Chattanooga Police Chief Celeste Murphy said at the November 30th press conference, both offices have been working together diligently for the past couple of days, and just in respect of the family who we have here, we want to make sure that we do everything, that there's not one piece of evidence, no stone unturned in any way to obstruct this from coming to a resolution for this family. We are just pleading to anyone that has any information about her whereabouts, let us know. It's very important that we find her. Womp said the DA's office often has the privilege of being the voice of victims. And I want to reassure the family and friends that are here today that Jasmine has a voice throughout the state of Tennessee, through myself as District Attorney General, and we don't stop until we see justice in this case.
Tragic update in the murder of 22-year-old Jasmine Pace. Good evening, I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh Rowe. Earlier today, Chattanooga police identified human remains they found near Suck Creek as the missing woman. Now, as we wait for more information from the investigation, News Channel 9's Hannah May takes a deeper look into everything we know so far.
The Chattanooga Police Department confirmed they found the remains of 22-year-old Jasmine Pace. Not only are family and friends devastated, but our community is too.
We will not stop until we find her. Any information that anybody has on the location, the whereabouts of Jasmine Pace, please contact the Chattanooga Police Department.
Hamilton County's District Attorney Cody Womp told the Pace family and community officials are working day in and day out to solve Jasmine Pace's disappearance. On December 1st at 1:30 p.m., the Chattanooga Police Department confirmed they found the remains of Jasmine Pace. This timeline shows what all has occurred according to CPD up until they found Pace's remains. On November the 22nd, Pace's mom says she left home around 11:27 p.m. On November 23rd, Pace sent a pin location to her mom through a text message at 2:15 a.m., which shows her at Chen's apartment. On November 26th, Pace's mom calls Chattanooga Police Department to report Jasmine Pace as a missing person. On November 27th, CPD executed a search warrant at 11:40 p.m. at Jason Chen's apartment. And on November 28th, one neighbor at Chen's apartment stated she heard a scream around 2:15 a.m. to CPD. CPD recovered footage of Chen purchasing cleaning supplies from Walgreens at 1:41 p.m. On November 29th, Chen was found and detained from his home in Nolensville, Tennessee. On November 30th, CPD arrested and transported Chen to Hamilton County, and CPD held a press conference with updates for the public. And sadly, on December 1st, CPD confirmed they found Pace's remains at 1:30 p.m. around the Suck Creek area.
Well, I hope they do. And that with him in custody, maybe they're able to put these pieces together. But it's disgusting that he will not tell where she's at.
Yeah.
That seems to be what they do. They don't want to lose that control.
Well, what it tells me is they're going to use it as leverage for a plea deal. You know, if somebody is a party to that and they're charged with it, and they know they're in a state that does have a death row, they'll hold out on it, or their lawyers will make them hold out on telling it to use it to negotiate for a life sentence versus a death sentence.
Is it kind of like Casey McDaniel, I guess, here, that case, you know, but still waiting to see if they're able to locate her.
Yeah.
This guy is very creepy, and I went and looked on Jazzy's Facebook. And those videos you were talking about in that picture of her, that after looking on her Facebook, there's no way she would have posted that picture.
Yeah, the risque picture in lingerie.
There's no way. And she's adorable. Why would she even entertain the thought of dating him?
Well, it wasn't so directly said in there, but I think we've seen kind of by reading between the lines and then listening to what her friends and even some of his friends have said, you know, he's done this before where he'll pretend to be somebody. And, you know, we've heard that those phones and stuff he stole or allegedly stole, that he used those to post on people's social media accounts.
So I wonder if he was doing that with her.
Yeah.
If he was pretending to be that other guy, maybe, and manipulating her to his apartment.
Well, I mean, her friends and family all allege that those posts that supposedly came from her, you know, that early morning, that was not her.
Right.
She just wouldn't put things in the context that those posts had them in. And, you know, obviously the picture, she wouldn't post a picture like that. But then her friend that she supposedly said she was going to see said she would never do that.
Right.
She would never put that.
And that's the same friend that was in one of the videos that was posted Saturday, the 26th. They were able to tell that wasn't the right time because since those videos were taken, Jazzy had a tattoo put on her shoulder. And that was not there. So they were able to tell that this was last year. And it was nowhere that her friend Emma was not in South Carolina. She was in Kentucky. So those things, you know, from the get-go, I'm sure were terrifying and are still for her mother and her father and her siblings. And I hope they give it to him good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like they're on it. So we'll just see what kind of updates, and it could be tomorrow. I mean,
right.
This thing's moving pretty quickly.
It is moving quickly. It's moving very quickly. So I'm ready to see what kind of updates are to come with this case.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, baby. That was great.
Thank you.
All right. Everybody, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And come back and check out our updates and new videos coming soon.
Thank you.
This has been Walking Between Shadows. Again, I'm your host, Ben Elliott, and my wife, Taryn Elliott. Look for our next episodes coming soon, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.